Hi, it's Sarah. I'm the founder of Olive and June. And can I tell you the one thing that always makes my day better? A fresh manicure. But who has the time or the money to go to the salon every week? That's why we created the Olive and June Gel Mani system. It gives you that same mani that you get at a salon for so much less. It comes with everything you need, a pro-level lamp, salon-grade tools, our damage-free gel polish that lasts up to 21 days. All you do is prep, paint, cure, and you're good to go. And the best part, it's super easy and so affordable. Each mani breaks down to $2. So let's skip that $80 salon appointment and get the salon quality look at home for so much less and on your schedule. Head to oliveandjune.com/DIYgel20 and use code DIYgel20 for 20% off your first gel mani system. That's oliveandjune.com/DIYgel20. Code DIYgel20 for 20% off your first gel mani system.
Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson star in Die My Love, a ferocious portrait of a woman engulfed by love and madness. Lawrence and Pattinson play a passionate couple who, after moving to an isolated house in the country, find their relationship unraveling following the birth of their first child. Vanity Fair hails Lawrence's performance as astonishing, and Time calls it the kind of performance you go to the movies for. From director Lynn Ramsey, Die My Love is now playing only in theaters, rated R.
The kettle's boiled, Vic.
Great. Perfect timing. Just a dash of milk for me, please, mate.
Here you go. Shall we get started then?
Have you ever woken up on a Sunday morning and said, I'm never drinking again, and then found yourself waving $50 at a barman by happy hour?
Are you wondering why everyone else can stop at 1 while you head to a dodgy after-party with a weird bloke called Disco Dave? If so, it might be time to take a deeper look at your relationship with your reliable social crutch, alcohol.
On each episode, we'll investigate our own dysfunctional dealings with booze and find out if it's possible to stop this deeply ingrained habit before things get too messy.
Yep, we're going to open up a shame shed of humiliating drinking stories to help you understand why waking up from a booze coma each weekend with a kebab sticking out of your top pocket might actually be negatively impacting your health.
Hamish and I are here to delve into what it's like being sober, an unwanted warts and all look into why giving up those cheeky pints or putting down those mummy wines will make you feel happier, help your anxiety and mental health, and turn you into the most sparkly, authentic version of you.
Won't that mean I become boring though, Vic?
Well, Hamish, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Hamish Adams-Cairns.
And this is Sober Awkward. Let's have a quick chat about why friendships change when you stop drinking, Hamish.
Yes.
There's something about new needs, which is definitely something I've discovered. The relationships before were only based on getting drunk. And of course, that's a problem when people are in a relationship as well, not just friendships. Sometimes you find that the only thing you have in common with someone is the fact that you're wasted with them every day or every weekend. And that is something that's really hard to navigate.
Yeah. If all of your memories of someone are in a pub or in a nightclub, that's the person. It's that friend.
Yeah.
Those ones suddenly go, what do we do now that one of us doesn't drink? And
Yeah,
they're the
exactly.
ones that seem to fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
The second point we wanted to make was about stigma, the opinion that sober people generally suck. We're generally boring, and that can affect our friends that do drink, and they suddenly have this impression of what the new us must be like.
I mean, I've just started going to a new gym and I'm trying to make some new friends there, but I think they probably generally think I'm a boring fucking weirdo because I don't drink, and they know what I do for a living, and they're like, oh, that's weird. And they just think you're a party pooper, and why would you ever want to go out anywhere? Maybe they don't think that. Maybe that's just my own paranoia, but I do feel like that sometimes because I do stand out like a sore thumb on a night out when everyone's having wines and I'm sat there with my, fizzy water, or what was it you had? Cucumber infused mint or something.
Lemon or mint water.
Lemon or mint,
Rock and roll, baby.
So it does make you stand out, and therefore it sort of triggers that stigma.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is that you've changed. People find change very difficult. You no longer enjoy the same pastimes as your mate, the style of socialising, the conversations changed. And you've also probably swapped your days for nights, like we talked about in another episode. As a sober person, you probably enjoy more connection, less noise, early nights, and generally less chaos, which for your friends is probably going to be a bit annoying.
A different chapter of your life has started. It can become clear that that part of your life is over, and it can be hard to address that. You know, when you're on different pages with people, things can get a little bit awkward.
Definitely. Yep, and what you're saying there, Hamish, basically it's too confronting. People that are heavy drinkers simply don't know how to handle sobriety. It's not on their radar. It's so far out of their comfort zone. They can't see out of their boozy bubble. It's not really their fault. It's just this booze worshipping culture that we live in. So it does make it tricky. It's so confronting.
Yeah. I found that a lot on my trip home. I didn't find people questioning my sobriety or trying to talk me out of it, but I did have a lot of friends justifying alcohol to me instead, which is sort of the same side of the coin, you know?
Yeah.
People just telling me reasons why it's okay to drink or why we drink as a culture or as a society. And I thought, yeah, okay, you're not quite seeing it the way I'm seeing it, which is fine.
I often get people saying, oh, I only had 2 glasses of wine last night, or I'm doing better sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of like smiling and nodding like, oh, okay, well done, well done. But yeah, I think people do try and justify it to you, which can be a bit confronting in itself because you don't know what to say, because you can't say well done for just having 2, because you almost want to say, like, shake them on the shoulder and say, try having none, it's so much better.
I know, but also I don't want people to think, you know, friends of mine that do drink, I don't want them to sit opposite me with a beer thinking I'm just sitting here judging them.
Of course, and it's the other way around as well.
Yeah, but I think people do feel that. I think I felt coming to your house before when I did drink and I was aware that you didn't. I was like, oh, I don't want to get drunk in front of her. Like that, that feels like it's the wrong thing to do. And I hope that people don't think that I'm just silently nodding my head at them going, you waste of space.
Yeah, like an internal, being mean internally. I am having a party in a month's time. And that was one of my issues, because I said BYO. And I wondered whether people thought, oh, gosh, well, does she mean BYO, alcohol-free drinks or something?
Yeah.
But of course, I just mean, just because I don't drink, it doesn't mean say I hate people that drink. I love everybody, as we found out.
Too many
love
people.
The general public. We are available for friendship.
You're all invited to the party.
Yeah. Funnily enough, I did accidentally invite 782 people on my Facebook page by pressing the wrong button, and had to email a few people and say, sorry, that was a mistake. Yeah, so actually, everybody is coming. Actually, I'm doing the rejecting this time, which feels pretty good.
Yeah, much easier than the invites is the rejects.
Yeah, so people will bring their own alcohol, and I don't have a problem with that. Like, of course, come to a party at my house, I won't be drinking, and there will be people there that won't drinking. But I'm accepting of everyone, you know, I'm a pretty laid-back person.
The last point I wanted to make was about knowing what you want. You understand what makes you happy when you get sober, and your boundaries become unbreakable. That means some friends fall by the wayside, and it means you may have to work harder to allow some relationships to evolve and move forward.
So can we learn to accept these changing and evolving friendships? And is it okay if we lose people that have been dear to us? What have you noticed about your friendships since quitting drinking, Hamish? Do you think you'll lose friends, or that people's opinions of you will actually change?
I've actually been pleasantly surprised by my friends since going sober. Like I said, I got no peer pressure at all. You know, I think in my head I was going to get loads of peer pressure, and I thought it would dominate conversation. I thought if I say I'm sober, then the next 20 minutes has to be a conversation about why I'm sober, which I think is fine once, but then quickly gets dull. So I think that actually if your reasons are good enough to give up, then people don't question it. People don't peer pressure. That was what I think. You know, if I gave a wishy-washy answer rather than, well, I've had a kid and here are my reasons for doing it, then people might feel like they can lean in. I kind of feel like we live in a more understanding society. You know, we ask less questions, particularly I think around alcohol. If people say I'm sober, in my head I'm like, okay, maybe you had a problem with drinking, that in a wedding environment, that might not be the time to have that conversation.
No.
So people just accept it. You know, people are vegan and people go, that's fine. People go, I want to be gender neutral. People go, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I think generally it's easier to be different today than maybe it was 10, 20 years ago.
Definitely. Isn't that wonderful that you can be who you want to be, and people don't ask you too much, and you know that when people do, they're not the right people for you.
Absolutely.
Raise your hand if you want your nails to look perfect all the time. Me too. I'm Sarah Gibson Tuttle, the founder of Olive & June, and this is exactly why we created the Gel Mani system. We wanted to make it possible for everyone everywhere to give themselves a beautiful manicure at home. With our tools and our gel polish that lasts up to 21 days. Each manicure with our system comes out to just $2. That's right, $2. No more $60, $70, $80 salon trips that take hours. Now you can paint your nails on your time and love them more than ever. And by the way, when people ask you where you got your nails done, you're going to proudly brag that you did them yourself. And here's a little something extra. Head over to oliveandjune.com and get 20% off your first gel mani system with code DIYGEL20. That's code DIYGEL20 for 20% off your first mani system at oliveandjune.com/DIYGEL20.
Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson star in Die My Love, a ferocious portrait of a woman engulfed by love and madness. Lawrence and Pattinson play a passionate couple who, after moving to an isolated house in the country, find their relationship unraveling following the birth of their first child. Vanity Fair hails Lawrence's performance as astonishing, and Time calls it the kind of performance you go to the movies for. From director Lynn Ramsey, Die My Love is now playing only in theaters, rated R.
It's still fairly early in my sobriety. Maybe I will get invited to less events or stag do's. I don't really care. I have a wife and kid. So yeah, I don't mind missing out on lads' weekends away.
I was going to say that, Hamish, your life is like one very big stag do, though, isn't it?
There's a lot of dress up and there's a lot of nudity. Yeah. In a way, my life, you're right. In a way, my life is a stag do without the vomit.
Yeah, you don't need to go to a stag do and get tied to a lamppost in the city centre. You can just wear your mankini on a run and it kind of fulfills your stag do.
Oh, good. That makes
destiny.
me feel better about not having stag do. Okay, that's good. One of the best things I've found about my friendships in my sobriety is that what I say sober means a lot more. So I've made a really conscious effort throughout that trip home to say the soppy stuff that you usually only say when you're tipsy or drunk. So telling people that I love them or that I've missed them, all of those things.
Did they text you back afterwards?
Nah, no text at all. Blocked. Please just send me a dick pic. Why are you messaging me?
He's just told me he loves me. What a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. But I think, if you, finally... what I say matters if I say it sober.
Yes.
You're not just wishy-washy bullshit when you're drunk at a wedding.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. Particularly I had the best man speech at the last wedding I went to was two good mates of mine, and it was extraordinary. It was one of the best men speeches I've ever heard. And I think any best man at any wedding will have everyone coming up to them, good job, well done, that was great. And actually, it doesn't mean anything because they're drunk and you have to say that's the best man.
So true.
So I said, look, guys, firstly, I'm sober, so I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then I actually called them the morning after and I said, today is the day you need to hear about how good the speech was. Not when people are drunk after the speech, but today when all the hype's died down. That was unbelievable. Well done.
Oh, that's so nice of you. I think what you've pinpointed there is that when people get sober, there's a level of trust. A trust that you don't have when you're a drinker. I didn't even trust myself, let alone anyone else trust me because they knew I was just a mess. So there, because you're sober, people generally in the room are going to trust you more because you're the one that's kind of compos mentis and knows what's going on. You're the one that, if there was a murder, for example, at the wedding,
I like where this is going.
You would be the one that the police would come to ask the questions because you'd remember everything and they could trust your evidence. Whereas if it was me and I was drunk at a wedding, they'd be like, don't ask her. She was passed out under a table.
When you say that now, I'm thinking that's the best answer. At a wedding, if someone's like, why don't you drink? You're like, well, if there's a murder, if there's a murder tonight, I want to be the go-to guy.
Yeah, I've met the mother-in-law, so I think I better stay sober.
The mother-in-law with a lamp in the living room.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
What about you, though, Vic? How have friendships and sobriety played a role in your life?
Well, I think nowadays I need to take a leaf out of my children's book, especially my daughter Nellie. I know you love my stories from the mouth of Nell.
Yes, I do.
She is very amusing. So I'm going to tell you about Nellie. She has this thing called a whopple.
Okay.
Right? It's a made-up word, came out of nowhere.
She
says, I've woppled. I'm like, Nellie, what's a wopple? She said, I've just met one. She said,
quickly, a wopple sounds like if you're wearing loose-fitting pants and you fart. That is the noise that a wopple...
No, that's a fipple.
Okay, so a fripple.
So Nellie wopples.
Okay.
What that means is, I said, Nellie, what's a wopple? What's a wopple? Come on. She went, well, it's when I go to the park, Mummy, by myself, and I meet someone that I've never met before, I wopple them.
Okay.
So it's basically making a friend at the park that you've never met before and that you're never going to see again.
Oh, okay. That's quite sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet. And she wopples a lot. And she had invisible friends. One was called Jing Jong H, which was interesting. And I can't remember the name of the other one, but it was some odd name. So that's quite a good way.
Oh, it was Jing Jong H, wasn't
Jing
it?
Jong H, and I can't remember the name of the other one. But she has invisible friends and wapples a lot. So she's always got mates, but it doesn't matter whether they're short term or whether they're real, in fact, because she doesn't rely upon them too much. And maybe that's something in adulthood that we need to learn, is that you can't rely on people all the time.
Yes.
And that kids, they're so like, everything comes and goes, everything's sort of fluid. So you can have a friend one point and then you don't have a friend another day, and you can wapple.
That would be quite a healthy sobriety challenge, to try and wapple once a week.
I need to adult wapple.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I need to do, and be more kind of aware that friendships aren't always as solid as you imagine, and accept that it's okay to meet someone and never see them again. Which I'm not sure I could actually do. It sounds weird. So yeah, taking a leaf out of the kids' book is a good idea. But I have seen my Nelly. I do think she's going to struggle a bit at school, because she's a bit like me, where she loves her friends. And if somebody turns on her or does something weird or says, I don't want to play with you today, she does come home in tears after that. I mean, I can handle the end of friendships better in sobriety. I do have a bit more of a it's your loss attitude now. Because I know that if they don't really want to hang out with me, then okay, fair enough. It's not worth putting the effort in. So I am getting better at that, Hamish. And sometimes I can be quite relieved when a friendship ends now.
Right.
Because if it's gone weird and I'm still putting the effort in, I'm like, oh, this is too much. I don't want to do this anymore.
God, even the phrase of friendship ending makes me feel anxious. I don't like the idea that any friendship ends.
Oh, God, we are going to be friends till death, aren't we?
Yeah, we haven't got a choice. We could hate each other and we'll just keep it going.
I couldn't do it. I'd still be like, are you all right? Are you all right, Hamish? Are we okay? Are we still friends? Oh, I'm definitely more careful with my time and who I invest in, which is great. I mean, I still get ghosted sometimes, as we spoke about on the last episode. And especially if there's no explanation, that is a real trigger for me. My parents, I talked about, they have their 3 strikes and they're out rule, which is definitely something I want to do more of. But I definitely have boundaries now, Hamish, which is something I didn't even know existed when I was a drinker. I was just like, come on, everyone, here's the party. I'm the centre of the party. Let's all have a good time. And I never considered that might be detrimental to me. Whereas now I have more boundaries in place and I can see what is healthy for me and what is going to hurt my feelings. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
Do they have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the...
Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson star in Die My Love, a ferocious portrait of a woman engulfed by love and madness. Lawrence and Pattinson play a passionate couple who, after moving to an isolated house in the country, find their relationship unraveling following the birth of their first child. Vanity Fair hails Lawrence's performance as astonishing, and Time calls it the kind of performance you go to the movies for. From director Lynn Ramsey, Die My Love is now playing only in theaters, rated R. You know Hannah and I love a good bed rotting session, reality TV, snacks nearby, and now I've leveled up with my self-care game with this Shark Beauty Cryo Glow, the #1 skincare facial device in the U.S.
Wait, I'm obsessed with it. I've had it for a while, actually, and it's the only mask that combines high-energy LEDs, infrared, and under-eye cooling. I really need this because nothing wakes me up in the morning. You could do 4 treatments in one. Better aging, skin clearing, skin sustain, and my favorite, the under-eye revive with Insta-Chill Cold Tech. You put it on and it just feels so good under your eyes. Like I actually feel like I got 8 hours of sleep.
It's truly like a luxury spa moment while you're literally horizontal. It's perfect for post-workout, Sunday scaries, or when you just want to glow while rotting.
So treat yourself to the #1 LED beauty mask this holiday season. Go to sharkninja.com and use promo code Giggly Squad for 10% off your Cryo Glow. That's sharkninja.com and use promo code Giggly Squad for 10% off your Cryo Glow.
Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson star in Die My Love, a ferocious portrait of a woman engulfed by love and madness. Lawrence and Pattinson play a passionate couple who, after moving to an isolated house in the country, find their relationship unraveling following the birth of their first child. Vanity Fair hails Lawrence's performance as astonishing, and Time calls it the kind of performance you go to the movies for. From director Lynn Ramsey, Die My Love is now playing only in theaters, rated R.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad
No,
bookstores?
it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really
Yeah.
depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his teeny little, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it
Yeah,
now.
go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy. Buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Buy another one.
Yeah.